The clock winds back to the start. A grand struggle for a confrontation between the express crew thus dealt to fulfill the wishes of the future of Penacony. In the very end,
You can tell me anything that's bothering you.
Amphorius, the Eternal Land.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Well...
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion, too.
Yeah!
In other words...
Or we could also...
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. I mean, look at us.
Sounds like you've got insider int. Are the stories going around true? Was the fuel...
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that who knows who's been fanning?
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories.
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure.
You mean the former Oak family?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we...
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a route. Please rest assured that the family...
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work, then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that blood...
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can...
The only one... What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my action.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective. I've seen plenty like that said.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony.
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your... I can't bring myself to see her when I...
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting. How many battles lie between me and my dreams?
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat-and-dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't...
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of...
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped when you were at your wit's end.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all...
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. I'll only know when I find out what...
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for when it's time to go. This will be...
Can't you just look back on it?
There's something else I want to do, too.
Get off your high horse.
I might have gone astray.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder is one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean, Mr. 1 Week. Please excuse me, I should have recognized—
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are.
Aftermath.
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently—
What happens if you violate the pro—
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's—
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a—
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me man it. In hindsight,
You rose through the ranks soon after.
quite the contrary.
Was that his way of training?
Perhaps he was just using— This place is no exception.
Let's see what we have on these notes. No consumption of food except for burgers. What? No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be—
Try me.
Wait, don't—
So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can... Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little. Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then...
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
Now? I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and...
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreams.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such...
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Something's happening. What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold at Dream Jolt Troop where? Please do not use the Dream Jolt Troop. Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot to...
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this.
Handle this? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough. Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out!
I like that confidence.
Lend me your strength. Ill fate descend. Lance forward.
What do you want to know?
Ill tidings manifest. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
That's all you got?
It's time.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. Ill fate descend.
nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Memories beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Ill tidings manifest. Not a scrap. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
That's all you got?
Mind your manners. Lance at the ready.
Did they have to do that?
Perhaps making the attractions no longer...
Aren't the rules...
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa. It worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you.
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile.
That's true.
Sometime before I...
That was sarcasm.
You never forget times of...
Ugh, you're probably... What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so... When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that no? But thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to... I hope nothing terrible has... Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems...
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will...
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value. Not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to...
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side. I left my home in a hurry, too. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companion...
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony, too?
Come with me. We'll go find them.
Okay.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain...
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we...
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? These ladies?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Isn't it fascinating how variable... I have no interest in the harmonies, so... Could there be more to it? Logic, the average... It's a pity we do not communicate. That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express Looks like this is one exceptional passenger.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. don't have to tell him that. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yoon for a while after...
Did something happen?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his...
So that sort of try not to laugh.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground. Miss Ting-Yoon ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze.
What's your...
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced...
Mr. Yang?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon.
Let's leave this discussion for...
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion?
It's me! I'm the one who wants everything you to... How often do you get the... I know, we can't leave the...
There. How do you...
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this late...
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to...
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time.
I don't have much to go on now.
Even if that's...
Yeah.
Why do I feel like...
Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking...
Found her! If I remember...
It's nothing special, really.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with.
Worth a try, my lady. If I may.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you.
It is not my intention to...
That is true.
If you still have concerns.
There's no need for that.
Are you all right with this, Miss Ting-Yoon?
I go as the wind blows.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working! Huh?
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss Ting-Yun, you're finally back! You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Don't be afraid.
What is this place?
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And is that where I came from? And where does... Not yet time to return. That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support pod is ready. There were only...
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a lord.
I'm not a genius.
Excuse me. Can they... This girl is... Ting-Yun.
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me?
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to...
There's no need for that. It's Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
Wait! Is this called... coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Cloud scattered. Destiny isn't chosen. The seal of ill fate descends.
You've arrived, huh?
Have we met before?
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
The threads of destiny.
In the mood.
Let's seize this fine moment. There's no harm in sharing good fortunes. Dreams are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace. Let's seize this fine moment. The long dream has vanished.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Have we met? Dream vanished.
Step up, let's see ya. Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
No holding back. Shall we unite our goals?
You'll pay for this. The time is now! Lend me your strength!
Have we met? Clouds are easily scattered. Dreams of a past life are now... Let us dance once more.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
It's fine.
Step up, let's... How's this taste?
Destiny's hand has
Cloud
truly
scattered.
blessed me.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
No hold...
Confidence.
Ill tidings manifest.
Let's seize this fine moment. Share good fortunes.
Lend me your strength.
In the...
Have we met? Dream vanished.
Ill fate descends.
Lend me your strength.
Clouds scattered. Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
So...
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Nice, like a good... My friends? Indulge yourselves!
How can it be? Why are there still... The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So... I'm trapped?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand.
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to...
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path, and only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start. Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens, I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body...
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Ting-Yun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Ting-Yun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Ting-Yun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would...
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink?
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting-Yun is resolved,
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so I'll leave Miss Ting-Yun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here.
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decision.
Okay. We better hurry then. Shall we keep going then? Did you forget already? Miss Ting-Yun is going back to the Alliance.
I'm not too familiar with this planet.
As if a merchant could see.
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. So we better drag our feet.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some locals.
Wow, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
First we have Lady Fuxuan of the Divin... Lady Fuxuan has such refined taste. Let's go with your suggestion. Next is... Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history. Finally, we have Lady Bell. You carry yourself with... That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere. But Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself? That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? This is a good spot.
Miss Ting-Yun?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days, but there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you. Do you two still remember what it...
How could we forget? She was so shocked. She was...
Exact. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange... When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this... I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another...
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while.
But it was that thought has me filled with sorrow. That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how... What was your impression of that Tingyun? That's just the nature of the... So, what did she seem... Oh, is that a... Was there... any...
Now's not the time for those kinds of jump.
Now in your eyes...
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare...
Miss March, you might have the wrong idea.
Uh-huh?
As a merchant staying, if I had rushed in and out back then,
We wouldn't...
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine. I regret missing out. Fantilia had stolen a piece of mine, but after thinking it over, that thought has brought me... We've never even met before, and now... I will reclaim everything. Dear benefactors, And you, my dear benefactors, will be my...
Miss Tingyun, that's way too...
We'll see. All right, no more questions.
Welcome to the Dreamscape Sales Store.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something...
Just a friendly reminder. Being too picky would help you find the best dream. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream, but the story unfolds in the Xianzhou Alliance. The young sword master...
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the...
I love customers like you. So easy to work.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean? Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of after troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly...
Wow.
Here are the dream models I prepared. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Tingyun to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet. Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived?
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even but now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting Yun, I'm here to take you home.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you.
I wanted to come because, after all...
Yeah.
Your body... It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same. Carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But... since we're do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why... it seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things.
Take advantage of the situation.
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, if possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fentilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you.
I've come to see myself clearly, and that there is someone who can attest to my true intent. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Is that...
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns.
each embodying, and one of them hasn't returned to me. Because she ventured too far.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was so... Madame Yukong, do you remember... Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you. That was her first experience.
Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can.
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the Star Skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne...
This flight was a turning the boundless cosmos in this world. Even though I lacked the talent, even to this day, this...
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark one. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme. And might not always follow your principles as a
My principles? Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will... But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans...
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a... In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone... Madame Yukong. The gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little...
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm. So, now I'll become... Sneeze a few times.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. So it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change.
I don't think you need a bystander in this.
You're not worried
I believe you're the kind of person that had... Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need one...
You don't intend to reveal...
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put...
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. A day of peaceful repose. I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
My name is 1 week.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky. So... No, no. Today is my rest day. It's somewhere farther away. Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars? Still, perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not... Did the person you wanted to... Sometimes... If you don't mind me asking... There are many such people. I believe they all have the will. Are you saying that's not true? Failure may... Why is that? I hope so. A dream jigsaw. I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky. It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today. Another Dreamweaver probably left.
Oh, Miss Robin! I'm a big fan. I don't get to attend every single one.
The second jigsaw piece. We should keep looking. It's done. Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars...
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by... But why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want. I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret?
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only... But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why
the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and to trailblaze means to forge...
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watch...
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked him...
Not all journeys lead to the stars. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world on... This is my way of the trailblaze and the
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home, and I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've... There was never a third person with us.
I told you he'd find out.
Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final...
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family...
Don't worry. I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtain. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak...
Now that you've returned to the stage, what do you plan?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their head. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance. Another reason is... this is how I can cast aside all the blessings.
Is that also how Mr. One Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that...
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a... but who's to say there won't be any changes?
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really... I'm about to embark on an unknown journey, where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself, but my fear of the unknown may be a weakness. But your presence has shown me that surprises aren't... Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you. I truly dislike you. What? Are you I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or my fondness. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble... But I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my... As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I... Then this time, my true heart will guide the tune. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler? Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. You see? Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. The person who always disappoints his sister. Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human, and up. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak. On the planet of festivity, it's not the gods who am. I don't have much to say. When telling jokes, be sincere. Never mind. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
One must first step back onto the stage!
as expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill tidings manifest.
Lend me your strength.
In the mood for another beating? Disorderly noise! Noisy!
Echoes of the past, you need not fade away. Follow me to the stars!
Ill fate descends.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Step up, let's... Disorderly noise! Friends? Indulge yourself! Disorderly noise! They are part of the melody!
Trunks.
This mortal form, watch over you, guide you on your path.
That confidence.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
In the mood for another beating?
Yes, you! Lance at the ready.
Melt! Through clouds!
Echoes of the past, you need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Within the self-blast!
Disorderly noise! Nice second, my friend. Indulge yourself!
This mortal form, watch over you, guide you on your path. You'll overcome the thorns. Tormented doubt, farewell.
What are you missing? Strike! Melt! Stand to earth!
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Noisy. Enjoy eternal peace.
you shall receive. Serenity is before you. This mortal watch over you, guide you on your path.
Strike!
Melt! Descend to earth!
Disorderly noise!
Through clouds!
Disorderly noise!
Yes, you!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Step up, let's see ya! Time to mix things up!
Can't think
Right
enough.
second, my friend. Indulge yourself!
Mountains!
Out farewell.
Strike!
Disorderly noise!
Yes, you! Descend to earth!
Step up, let's see ya!
This mortal watch over you, guide you on your path. I'll overcome the thorns.
Enjoy eternal peace!
Slap! Melt! Through clouds!
How's this taste?
Can't think
Right
enough.
second, my friend. Indulge yourself!
I'm on guard.
Serenity is before you.
Lance at the ready.
Melt! Descend to earth! Yes, you!
I've heard the call. Out farewell. This mortal watch over you, guide you on your path.
Self-slap!
Step up, let's see ya!
Melt! Through clouds!
I'm on guard.
Inevitable for me. Serenity is before me.
In the mood for another time to mix things up!
I can't think
Right
enough.
second, my friend. Indulge yourself! Disorderly noise!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Protection!
Strike! Lance at the ready.
Yes, you!
I like that confidence.
Out farewell.
I'm on guard.
Step up, let's see ya!
It's a no. This mortal form. Watch over you, guide you on your path.
Melt! Through clouds!
Did you check out my latest live stream? It was a showstopper!
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
You need not fade away. To the stars!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
This mortal form. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Nobody risen. They are part of the melody. Right, my friend? Indulge yourself! Disorderly noise!
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Disorderly noise! In the mood for another beating? Noisy.
To build the ghost of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me. To the stars! Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
The strength.
Disorderly noise!
Awaken, dormant skin.
World cleansing track.
Disorderly noise!
So it's you.
Expected. The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
In the mood for another beating?
The ghosts of the past. You need not fade away. To the stars! Doubt farewell.
Mortal.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
I weep for the departed. It is your fault.
Everybody silent. The noise is fading. Rice like my friend. Indulge yourself!
Serenity is before me.
Another journey begins. Still walking. It's time. Again.
I've heard the call. Doubt farewell.
Did you check out my latest live stream? It was a showstopper!
Please stay tuned.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me. To the stars! The remedy is before me.
This mortal.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Still the same old. Let's improvise.
How's this taste?
Great teamwork.
Nice second, my friend. Indulge yourself! Out farewell. Time to mix things up.
Here we go.
Rhythm get dreams do come true.
I'll overcome the
Step up, let's see ya. Disorderly noise.
Let's improvise.
If it isn't this.
expected. The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. This dissonant sound is much too harsh.
Right! Mountains! Yes, you!
Lance at the ready.
Echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me. To the stars! Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
What are you made? Melt! Through clouds!
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Step up, let's see ya. Nice, I can cook my friends. Indulge yourself!
Melt!
Enable.
Send to earth! Yes, you!
Now, farewell.
Strike!
In the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
Thank you for your help.
Serenity is before.
This mortal.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Melt! Through clouds! Yes, you! Bring mountains! Yes, you!
Time to mix things up.
I can't think
Nice,
enough.
I can my friends. Indulge yourself!
Now, farewell.
What are you made? Strike! Melt! Send to earth! Yes, you!
Enjoy eternal peace.
It's of no
Step up,
consequence.
let's see ya. How's this taste?
I can't.
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before.
Melt! Through clouds!
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
This mortal.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Melt! Send to earth! Yes, you!
Heard the call.
In the mood for another beating? Nice, I can my friends. Indulge yourself! Enable.
Lance at the ready.
Disorderly noise!
Strike!
Disorderly noise!
Now, farewell.
Through clouds!
Disorderly noise!
Yes, you!
Disorderly noise!
is before me.
Step up, let's see us.
Mortals.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Time to mix things up.
Can't thank you enough.
Nice, like a good
My friend?
indulge yourself!
Mountain fall! What are you made? Strike! Right on time. Yes, you! Right on time.
I'll overcome the thorns. Down farewell.
How's this take?
Nice teamwork.
Not a scratch. Melt! Stand to earth!
Lance at the ready.
Yes, you! Right on time. Yes, you!
I've heard the call.
Step up, let's time to mix things up.
I can't thank you enough.
Not the sword!
Friend?
Indulge yourself!
Inevitable for me.
Through clouds!
Noisy.
Not a scratch.
Serenity is before me. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
What are you made of?
Disorderly.
Melt! Stand to earth!
Noise is fading.
Yes, you!
Eternal friend.
Through clouds!
I'll overcome the thorns. Down farewell.
In the mood for another. How's this take?
I can't thank you enough.
Nice, like a
My friend?
indulge yourself!
Again! Right on time! Yes, you!
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Stand to earth! Strike!
I've heard the call.
Right on time!
Time to mix things up.
Mortals.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Melt! Through clouds!
Lance at the ready.
Yes, you!
Enjoy eternal peace.
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
How's this take?
Can't thank you enough.
Second, my
Friend?
indulge yourself! Disorderly noise.
Right on time! Yes, you!
Disorderly noise. Eternal friend.
Right on time! Melt! Through clouds!
Down farewell.
I'm on guard.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up.
I can't thank you enough.
guide you on your path.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
No easy. It's of no consequence.